Emotional eating, the gift that keeps on giving. When the holidays roll around, I know my cravings don't take a vacation. The cookies, creamy mashed potatoes, and warm mugs of hot cocoa seem to call my name at every turn. For years, I tried to stay perfectly on track with my diet during this season. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. But then I learned something that changed everything. I realized I didn't have to be perfect to make progress. In fact, giving myself permission to enjoy treats 20% of the time actually made it easier to stick to my plan the other 80%. So, if you're tired of feeling guilty after every holiday indulgence, let me show you why this 80-20 approach is a game changer and a guilt saver. Need help managing holiday cravings? Well, book a free holiday crave control call and let's take the stress out of this season. Now, why is 80% better than 100% during the holidays? Let me tell you, I've tried being 100% perfect. It's exhausting. One little slip and I'd feel like I'd failed. But once I shifted my focus to stay on track most of the time, everything got easier. Here's why 80% is the sweet spot for me, and maybe for you too. Cravings are inevitable. Trust me, I've tried. When there's a plate of warm cookies in front of me, my brain doesn't think, oh, what a lovely decoration. Nope. It screams, eat one now. And you know what? Fighting that 24/7 isn't realistic or fun. So emotional eating happens, especially during the holidays. I've found myself reaching for holiday treats not because I'm hungry, but because I'm stressed, tired, or nostalgic. Instead of beating myself up about it, I now see those moments as signals. They're telling me something important about how I'm feeling. Curiosity is superior to guilt. When I used to overdo it on holiday snacks, I'd immediately feel guilty. But guilt didn't teach me anything except how to spiral into a second helping. Now I approach those moments with curiosity. What's really going on here? Am I enjoying this or just distracting myself? Holiday hack. Before grabbing that second slice of pie, I pause and ask myself, am I eating this for joy or because I'm stressed? Sometimes the answer is joy, and that's okay too. Now, why 80% keeps me sane and on track? Here's the truth. Trying to be perfect with my diet during the holidays felt like walking a tightrope over a buffet table. One misstep, and I'd feel like I'd fallen off completely. Aiming for 80% helped me relax, enjoy the season, and still make progress. Balance over burnout. I learned the hard way that trying to be all in every single day leads to burnout, and fast. Giving myself some wiggle room, like saying yes to that peppermint bark, kept me from feeling deprived. Treats won't ruin your progress. Once I panicked after a big holiday dinner, but when I looked at the bigger picture, I realized one indulgent meal didn't erase the dozens of healthy choices I'd made all week. Patience makes perfect eventually. When I stopped expecting myself to be perfect overnight, I found it easier to stick with my long-term plan. Slow and steady wins the race, or at least lets me enjoy pie along the way. Guilt is off the table. I used to feel like I'd blown it after one indulgence, but embracing the 80-20% rule taught me to move on. Now I can have a cookie and leave the guilt behind. Well, most of the time. Takeaway. Aiming for 80% is progress, not perfection. And that's the whole point, right? How I practice the 80-20 rule during the holidays. Here's how I use the 80-20 rule to stay on track and enjoy myself. At parties, I stick to one plate of food, but I always make room for dessert. Life's too short to skip the cheesecake. Weekly treats. I pick one or two festive favorites to enjoy guilt-free, like my mum's famous pie or that overpriced holiday tea. Daily meals. Out of 3 meals, I stay on plan for 2 and let the third be a little bit more flexible. This balance lets me enjoy the holidays without throwing my progress out of the window or feeling like I have to skip the fun. As Dan Sullivan says, 80% is getting results, while 100% is still thinking about it. Instead of wasting time aiming for perfection, I focus on what's doable and effective. That's what helps me stay consistent, enjoy the season, and still feel good about my choices. Want tips tailored to your cravings? Well, book a free holiday crave control call to take control of emotional eating this season. It's okay to enjoy the season. The holidays are meant for joy, connection, and yes, yummy food. I've learned that trying to avoid every indulgence only makes me miserable. By aiming to process cravings 80% of the time, I can relax, enjoy myself, and still feel good about my choices. Here's the bottom line. Progress isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up consistently even when life and cravings happen. Need a holiday survival plan? Well, schedule a crave control call with me. It's free. And let's create a plan that lets you enjoy the holidays and stay on track. Take care. Bye.